Hi, I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig out here at camp as the sun is setting behind the mountains. It's getting dark, however, we're gonna keep this party going thanks to Black Diamond. This is the Icon 700 headlamp. Now, as you may guess, its max output is 700 lumens. So to start with, you have 3 different bulbs on the front. One of those is multiple colors, so you can go between red, green, or blue. To start with, the lumens, you have different settings, low, medium, and max. The low is at 6 lumens, and that will run for 190 hours at a distance of 12 meters. The next setting that you have is a medium setting. That's 350 lumens, which will run for 80 hours and has a distance of 60 meters. The last setting, again, is at 700 lumens. It's gonna last for 7 hours and has a distance of 140 meters. Yeah, that's right, your head just exploded. So let's talk about all of the features that this headlamp has, because to me, this is like the Swiss Army knife of headlamps. On the very top of the headlamp, you also have this great lock button. This is awesome because if you throw this in a pack and accidentally hits the power button, the light turns on, then you go to use it at the end of the day and it's dead. Well, that's not gonna happen if you push the lock button and lock out the power button. Quickly, to turn it on, as simple as that. With the main bulb lit, if I hold the top button down, I can then turn on this other light on the side. So right now I have 2 bulbs on, and that's how I can get to that max output of 700 lumens. Now, if I hit that top button again, that's just gonna turn the headlamp off. On the side, you can see this blue light. That's gonna tell me how much power I actually have left. Also, on this side is this really cool tap feature. If I turn this on and I just literally tap the side of this light, you can see that it just went dim. What that does is I can actually tap that, whatever setting I'm currently on, give it a tap, and that's gonna go to the max output of light that I can possibly have. If I tap it again, it'll go back to my previous setting. Moving on to this very outside light here, that's the multiple color light. So if I press the middle button once to turn the headlamp on, and then I press the lock button, that goes to the very outside light that's bright white. One more press of it brings me to that multiple color. Now you can see I obviously have it set to blue right now. If I hold the lock button down for 2 seconds, that will switch to the red color, and if I hold it down for another 2 seconds, that'll go to green. Now, holding the middle button down will also dim that light as well as make it go all the way bright. Now you can see if I go a little bit dim here, and again, if I just tap the side of the headlamp, it's not a button that's there, but that feature that I'm just tapping literally makes it go all the way bright and then back to the previous setting that I had it on. Now, if I hit that lock button again, it brings me all the way back to that center bulb. Like I said earlier, this headlamp is a Swiss Army knife of headlamps. With that said, this also has an SOS feature built into it. If you press the center button twice, it's gonna go into the strobe feature. So here we go. 1, 2, now it's strobing. While we're talking about the strobe, I'm gonna mention that you can have any of these lights strobe. So those color lights that I showed you earlier, yes, those will strobe. Now, how to get into the SOS feature. If I hit the side button and just hit it once, I'm now in SOS feature. Come and get me, I need help. You don't have to remember what that code is, the headlamp already knows it. And how cool is that? All right, as you can see, it's getting pretty dark here, so we're going full Blair Witch Project. There are a couple things I want to mention about the battery. You can see, if I shine the light on it, that the back of the strap that goes on your head is the battery pack. So that takes 4 AA batteries, and that's currently what I have installed in this. The one downside to that is that if you go camping, I don't know, I personally don't want to always be carrying batteries with me. So you can always do the rechargeable. Black Diamond does sell that as an accessory. I wish I had gotten it. I didn't really realize that it was a thing until the headlamp came. I don't want to always be carrying AA batteries with me, and then trying to dispose of them always sucks. Also, with the battery pack, I showed you that it's on the back of the headlamp. Another thing you can do is that they do include an extension for the cord that runs from the battery pack to the headlamp. as well as a nylon belt that you can put around your waist. What this enables you to do is actually take the battery off the back of the strap here that goes around your head. And you can actually attach it right to your waist, which is always super cool. So maybe if you're doing some mountain biking and you want to attach this to your helmet or you're climbing, anything like that, and you don't want all of that weight of the battery pack, you can always relocate it, which is a big plus. Another thing to note, I gave you all of those run times in the beginning. Those are under optimal conditions. Overall, I do like the size of the headlamp, even with that external battery that's mounted at the back. For me and this particular headlamp, I'm going more for the run time and how bright can I actually get that bulb. With that, it's gonna need to be a little bit bulkier. Now, I am kind of having a little bit of a hard time seeing right now with this light shining in my eyes, so I'm gonna go ahead and change over to one of the different colors here that maybe makes it so that I don't feel like I'm dying. That is so much better right now. This red is absolutely amazing. If you do think that you're going to be using this in wet conditions, it does have an IP67 rating. What that means is it is good down to 1 meter for 30 minutes. Again, it's the Black Diamond Icon 700 with a mind-blowing 700 lumens. What? Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions about the Icon 700, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. Also, if you're wondering where we are or what we're doing, be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Adventure Rig. And if you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Thanks again for watching. I'm Tyson with Adventure Rig.